Thanks for tuning into another fresh episode of 3XP. And on this episode, we have someone who is quite dynamic, energetic, and who likes to review bikes. And what I would say, he likes to take it in the air or do some ground touching cornering shots and much more. Basically होते हैं ना जो डर के आगे जीत types वैसे. So we have Mr. Mithilesh Nayak from Downshift Goa, and Goa's first ever motoring channel, and this episode is going to be really interesting. You ask why? I think we shall dive in the episode. I am Kunal Raj and you are listening to Three Viners Express. So welcome to this episode of 3XP, and we have Mr. Mithilesh from Downshift. Yeah, welcome to the episode. Yeah, so basically we'll start with the intro first, because if I missed anything in the previous intro, then you can cover it up.
Yeah, great. So my name is Mithilesh Nayak, and I basically run the channel called Downshift, which is an automotive platform where we review various vehicles. Initially, it was a combined effort, and what the situation turned out was quite different from what we had expected it to be. We literally cooked this up in an electrical lab while we were in first year of our engineering, and today I am already a graduate engineer. So we were in that lab and we were just having a look, because we were just trying to figure out what gets going, and we are just thinking that since we are mechanical engineers, we will have a kind of a higher kind of a designation or some sort of a trust that people will have with us when they watch our reviews as compared to the other channels. That is how it got cooked up, and obviously me and my friend with whom I cooked this up at the beginning, we both were together.
Okay.
So we were there throughout the journey.
So you all started, I think, during college?
Yeah, somewhere in 2018. But obviously, college going guys, we have college 9 to 5.
College? 9 to 5 college?
हाँ 9 to 5 college रहता था. तो
बाद में job भी 9 to 5, college 9 to 5.
कॉलेज 9 to 5 रहता था. तो Friday, Saturday, some of the other way we would cook up things and we would try to get the shoots done. Literally took us 3 months to edit our first video because we did not know how to edit. So I would like to point out their names. One is Vaibhav Manerikar, जिसका खुद का studio भी है. He's a very quite efficient guy. He learned quite a lot in a very short time. So where we were able to pull things off on the initial stage. Then going ahead, we had Mr. Neeraj Shirodkar, who was there with me. Narayan Parsekar, the guy was very reliable. If we needed any equipment, wherever, if there was any problem and we needed a solution, that guy would be there for us. My second, Mr. Conroy Camelo, the guy was pretty much experienced in terms of riding raw riding skills that could be molded according to what we needed for Downshift. I don't think that's about it, or have I missed out anyone?
I think you should check.
I'll check my group once again.
I think the list is
list is
big.
no.
I thought there are three or four people.
Yeah, so that's Vaibhav, Neeraj, Narayan, and Shriyan. Shriyan was our kind of a road guy.
Okay.
Who would the guy has contacts in RTO, so we would have helped us in going a great distance, because shooting on the road is not something that is you need permissions for that, so he would do that for us.
Take permission.
Going ahead, in the past 1 year I have been working with renowned automotive photographer Mr. Dattaraj Budke.
Okay.
And
so he's not part of the team.
He was not part of the original team with whom everything was cooked up. So as of now, it is just me getting in touch with everyone. I'm having a shoot this weekend. You're ready. So let's do it. तो जो भी है उसी को उठा के करना है. And then going ahead, we have Mr. Kiran, with whom I recently worked on the first episode of Goa Beyond Beaches. We have started a new series.
Okay, so
उसका pilot run.
You have new member there.
Yeah, and Mr. Ved Sotankar, who's an amazing Nat Geo photographer for
So
bird photography.
you're getting people.
And of course Kunal के साथ भी काम किया है.
Yeah,
तो
he's getting. Yeah.
so I'm trying to get in touch, and of course there are a couple of guys who have come up like Auto Shots, Media Goa. These are the people who I have, in my way, what I'm trying to do is get everyone on the same page. That is the whole idea. Like अगर if we stand divided और हम हमारे बीच में ही लड़ते रहेंगे तो कुछ होने वाला नहीं है.
Yeah, you can collaborate.
Yeah, so as far as collaborations go, what I feel is that we need to work with the whole YouTube scenario in Goa. I worked with you also. Yeah. And going in the long run, obviously, it is going to be very useful for everyone. Everyone. And that's very important because we need to be together as a state. It's not a big state, so we know each and every person that we work with.
It is not a big state, but still it is populated and still it doesn't reach.
Yeah.
The population is more than I think 20 lakh, but still it doesn't reach to 5,000, 10,000 people. It goes out of it. Yeah, so Downshift, what it is like, basically how you got that name for your channel and your brand.
Yeah, like I told you, it was randomly cooked up and we started doing research. What should we name it? We came into existence like Upshift, piston heads, because we are mechanical engineers. So we of that started. You yourself are a mech. So after all of this started cooking up, we started doing a bit of research, and अगर हो रहा है तो नहीं हो रहा है, we started checking up websites. Checking more importantly because we started off doing our website पे blogging किया, लेकिन उतना footage नहीं मिलता गोवा में for websites and all. So we skipped over that part and we decided to go for videos after that. Moving ahead, what we did was like हम लोगों ने we started doing a bit more research about it. Upshift, like I told you, Upshift, piston headache, and then it was Downshift because, and then again it was down and shift with a space in between, like I told you.
I didn't thought of anything like gear, first gear, second gear production.
No, because it was already there and we didn't even want to go into that segment. So, and there are quite popular players outside Goa, so yeah, you need to get over it.
Yeah. Because even we, as we're searching the name, we went like, chalo, we are engineers, so we'll get something related to gear. So second gear, third gear production, something like that.
As far as that is concerned, I don't think in our case that point, but it was quite what we initially had was the motto was downshift, drop a gear and disappear. But obviously that again would have copyright issues, so again we changed it to downshift, where engineers review.
Why drop a gear was already there?
No, it was not. It was there, but then it would have copyright issues if we are going into t-shirt production.
I dropped my gear, but then no, it has copyright. You cannot drop the gear here. One point is like how you got an interest कि चलो मुझे I think you take the bike in the air, you do cornering and stuff. So what is that inspiration? चलो मुझे bike के करना है.
So going ahead, the reason I got into biking in the first place was to travel. I love eating foods of different places. Traveling I loved, and bike was the ultimate inexpensive way to travel in the first place.
Yes.
And when I started traveling, I realized that I'm quite good at biking. And going ahead, I realized that whatever I do makes a difference. That's what's more important. Whatever you do, whatever work you do should make a difference. That's why I decided, I decided myself that I'm going to be the one reviewing and I'm going to be the one who's going to be doing everything. And it's somehow turned out to be that way only because I had contacts with the persons, because I was in that industry. I was in contact with a lot of people in this industry, automotive review industry में था मैं before I started my own thing. I had contacts with them. Especially I would like to point out Mr. Dhanil from motorbeam.com. He's been quite a help.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
Yeah, so he's a guy who has helped me a lot understanding how the market works. And going ahead also, I understood that you need to build your own contacts and local contacts be build up karne hain, because if you are not able to get the vehicle from the brand. If the brand is saying yeah, अगर नहीं हमारे पास अभी मीडिया बाइक,
हाँ,
you take it
how
from
will review?
yeah,
You don't get the bike.
बाइक मिलना चाहिए कैसे भी करके. So
पुराना बाइक तो रिव्यू नहीं कर सकते.
हाँ. तो we decided, that's how we decided, and we went ahead and we established contact with various people, and that's how we get the bikes.
Quite interesting. बाइक लेके नया बाइक आने से पहले you get the bike before people are getting the bike.
Yeah.
Okay. It is at your own risk, right? If you take your bike and if anything happens to the bike.
No, it depends on company to company. With different companies, it's different policy. With
You do some agreement or something like.
we have an agreement kind of with the people we work with. Mostly it's like they have an understanding. They mostly ask, all bikes have insurance, whichever we ride, so it doesn't really matter whether we do anything with it and it goes wrong or not. But what I'm trying to point out is that each company has its own policy, and we have to abide by the policy of the company. We cannot have our own policies over there. So whichever brand
their policy only you have to agree to that and take.
Yeah, and as far as many brands go like Royal Enfield and all, they have their own policies, so we have to follow their policies.
Yeah. बाइक दिया है वही ज़्यादा अच्छे से रिव्यू करता है.
हाँ,
I think but Royal Enfield and all you reviewed because it is already in the market now long. Any new?
No, the recently launched was the Interceptor. बाद में Himalayan BS4 update आया था. According to whichever model is launched, we get in touch with the brand, whichever brand brand or brand associate. कभी-कभी brand का associate रहता है who handles all of this. So we get in touch with them. अब हमें बाइक चाहिए अभी कब मिल सकती है. Then normally it's a 2-day process. Friday, since we were in college at that time, Friday evening को लाके रख देते थे. Saturday को holiday रहता था college के time.
Sunday का
Saturday को
Friday
शाम को लेके आएंगे तो शाम को रात तक 9 बजे तक चलाएंगे गाड़ी.
Saturday used to be off, right?
हाँ, Saturday off रहता था, तो Saturday के दिन shoot करते थे. Saturday afternoon evening तक बाद में गाड़ी वापस कर देते थे. Because we used to start early morning, 5:30 बजे 6 बजे start कर देते थे.
बहुत मेहनती लोग हैं 5:30 बजे.
You realize that, I mean, हमने साथ में काम किया है.
It is required, but नहीं लोग नहीं अरे चलो आराम से 7 बजे 8 बजे करते हैं 5 5:30 बजे क्यों करेगा शूट ऐसा रहे.
Yeah, but mostly because primarily in our case it's traffic. We try to avoid traffic whenever we are shooting, and there are safety concerns as well because traffic में अगर shooting करेंगे तो there's a chance of
safety concern, and then other bikes are passing by and your bike is passing to
because and then we started, I mean honestly initially we started on a bike. Initially we started on a car, but then we decided we shift to a scooter because it was more efficient kind of. And then we realized it was actually more efficient for us to do it on a scooter. Space का constraints रहता है, but somehow we managed it. We try to get it out. पहले तो हम लोग को पूरा दिन लग जाता था शूट करने में. We would start early 5 in the morning. We would last all the way up till 9 बजे तक रात की काम किया है. एक बार तो 10-12 बज चुके थे. तो we have done that kind of can't. Even with you we shot non-stop 16 hours, right? सिर्फ खाने के लिए 5-10 मिनट रुके थे हम लोग. And then that's pretty much how it started. But in our case हमने तो 2 बाइक शूट किए थे.
2 bikes in one day we had shot.
But normally we would take about initially it was like 10-12 घंटे तक थे. अभी तो 4-5 भी बहुत बोलूँगा मैं. 3-4 घंटे में हो जाता है.
हाथ में बैठ जाता है ना.
हाँ, exactly.
बाइक बैठ जाता है और सब बाकी के स्किल्स भी बैठ जाते हैं.
नहीं बाइक, see that is what the thing is when it comes to reviewing. I feel like you have to get comfortable with the bike the moment you sit on it. That's the scenario with whenever you are reviewing anything. Say if you are reviewing food, the moment you put the first bite, you need to know what the food is made out of. So the moment I sit on the bike, I know how the bike feels and how the bike rides. That's how it's pretty much that's the philosophy of it, and that's how we have grown over time, and we are trying our best to grow even more.
When you said you should feel अरे दाल में कुछ काला है तभी पता चलना चाहिए.
वो लगा था कभी लगा था दाल में कुछ बहुत कुछ काला था.
लेकिन चलाने के बाद कुछ और भी लगा. वैसा भी रह सकता है केसेस.
Not really.
Not
Pretty
really.
much.
बैठ के पता चल जाता
हाँ, बैठ के ही पता चल
है
जाता है.
गाड़ी में कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, सही नहीं है गाड़ी.
हाँ, and we have pointed out कभी कभी we have received a vehicle where the beak of हमारे we have adventure motorcycles उनमें beak रहता है आगे बाइक में. So what has happened is that the beak was slightly bent towards one direction. तो हम लोग ने immediately point out कर दिया brand को. So and what we do is we try directly if there is any issue with the bike, the moment we take possession of the bike, we do our checks. सब ठीक है बाइक में, फोटो लेते हैं बाइक का, so that the manufacturer doesn't say if anything was there. अरे भाई ये पहले से ही था.
या हम लोग ने तो सही दिया था, तुम लोग ने तो बैंड
करके दिया. Yeah, so we've clearly said that this is what we found. If you are having any issues, tell now. If it's a factory issue, we are taking the bike, but it's on you. We are not going to be responsible.
हम लोग ने पहले बताया, don't say that we are
हाँ, वैसा भी हो सकता है.
खराब करके हम लोग वापस दे.
हाँ, so building that trust was very important with the people. Because you are new to this industry. On your own you are new, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and building that trust was very important. And that's how we got into it, and that's how we went ahead. We the dealers, the people who the people that we deal with are quite trustworthy. They have trusted us.
Once you build that trust, then next time you're like, भाई लेके जा, बाइक लेके जा.
हाँ, कोई problem.
I have seen you personally, like हम लोग ने जो किया था ना, cornering and all, and I have not seen you taking it off in the air, but डर नहीं लगता है क्या when you do it? I know the gears are there, I think the knee cap and everything is there, but still there are chances.
डर रहता है. Every time I take off, every time I take that corner, I'm truly I get scared. It's not that something that it does not bug me or something that डर नहीं लगता, but the moment it depends कौन सी गाड़ी है उसके भी, because what has happened is over time I've learned to have trust with couple of vehicles. KTM के साथ जब भी करता हूँ, TVS के साथ जब भी करता हूँ, and Suzuki bikes, they have I've built kind of a trust with those motorcycles of those brands.
That they are trustworthy, कुछ होगा नहीं.
हाँ, तो you know that even if you start pushing this bike, कुछ नहीं होगा. Even if you go wrong, you can recover. And but sometimes होता है कि you don't trust the brand, then you are slightly uncomfortable with it, and it happens. But डर लगता है, डर होना चाहिए, because it keeps reminding you that there's someone waiting for you at home. Always. In our case तो single life.
Single life, लेकिन घर पे भी है ना.
Nah, but you get the point, right?
Yeah. The audience, the listeners also will get the point.
No, more importantly, even if you are a rider out there, whenever you are pulling the throttle, remember that
someone is
waiting for you back home, irrespective of what happens. Yeah, that's very important.
अगर घर वाले नहीं वेट कर रहे तो बंदा इंश्योरेंस वाले वेट करते. अरे तो चला गया, हम लोग को घर पे इंश्योरेंस का पैसा देना पड़ेगा, ये वो.
No, jokes apart, but always remember
anybody, not special, not the riders, अगर जो भी है. थोड़े लोग रहते हैं ना बाइक में स्टंट करते.
No, stunting I would say is acting foolish. I would say तुम्हारे हाथ में अगर 10,000 सीसी भी दे दी, if you have 10,000 2,500 सीसी, उतना बाइक नहीं है, लेकिन what I'm trying to get to is you have to be responsible with that kind of a allow me to quote Spider-Man in this.
Quote, no copyright. You can
so with great power comes great responsibility. Yes. So it pretty much applies on bikes. So the moment you have a bigger capacity, you feel that rush, right? You really enjoy it, but you have to always remember that.
Yeah, because it will, if it has more power, then it will, you cannot ride it at 30, 40. There will be some.
हाँ, वो भी रहता है. But then sometimes bikes are tuned. अभी तो with the technology that we have, the bikes are tuned for low RPM assist and everything. They are capable of riding at slow speeds as well as high speeds. So, but more importantly, the message should be clear that no matter how powerful the bike is,
मत चलाओ, carefully चलाओ.
हाँ, carefully चलाओ. Basically, I'm putting it as a message also.
Yeah. Serious message है, not seriously लो, मजाक मत. मजाक करने नहीं बेटा, serious. Okay, that's nice. spreading message to the world through this podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, so with Downshift, what is the aim? Like, क्या aim है कि what you're targeting and what is the aim now to take your channel and with your life, like कहाँ पे जा
So
रहे?
as of now, like I told you, everyone, the people with whom I started this, everyone is working. We're all graduates working in different firms. So as far as this 1 year is concerned, with the COVID scenario and the pandemic coming in, पहला situation first कि पहिली म्हणजे we need to stabilize ourselves.
Yeah.
We're just stabilizing ourselves.
Stabilize our lives and
Yeah, financially stabilize ourselves on our own. We at least stand on our own feet for the next 6 months at least, because everyone is just started working. Everyone is just coming into their own. So that's pretty much what our aim is right now. We would like to be financially stable on our own, and then we would like to get back to work on Downshift. We have had serious gaps. I understand that when we are delivering content, we have had serious gaps.
yeah, that is not acceptable.
I know. I understand that's not acceptable.
People are hardly watching. People come, they Downshift has put 2 videos, they'll be excited. मैंने गायब, ये बाद में आएगा तो ये क्या ये वही Downshift है? तो ऐसा हो जाएगा था.
Yeah.
Happens like.
Yeah.
If you keep the gap, then even the algorithm is like that. Your videos don't get promoted.
That's also there. But the situation itself is like that. We cannot risk.
We cannot risk. How?
So we try to avoid, and especially when this whole scenario of pandemic cooked up, couple of guys from my crew actually were tested positive. So as far as safety concerns go, I feel that we should because हमारा कैसा रहता है, we on that day, the day we are shooting, we have, it's like an outing for us. So सुबह उठ गए, कहीं पे भी गए, scenic locations, whichever we mostly. अभी तो सिर्फ since because of time constraints हम तो wherever we shot the same places in and around, जल्दी से shoot करके खत्म करना है. That's what the whole idea is now. But we go to beautiful locations. We try to discover different locations in the state where people can really come and enjoy. इसलिए that is why we have started this new series called Goa Beyond Beaches.
So check it out, Goa Beyond Beaches by Downshift. Down with space. Downshift with space in between. Yeah, because I think last shoot we did, even that location we had gone for the first time and it was really beautiful.
Yes.
So big a time.
You can play the clip.
Yeah, we can play the clip. With some music we'll put and play the clip. Only for the podcast audio series we cannot play. They will be wondering ये गाना क्या बज रहा है बीच में. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
And talking about rides, I think you go for long rides because
हाँ जी, I would definitely.
कब गया था last time? Because I have not seen recently. Not recently meaning 1 year.
My last ride, I would say proper ride was ever since the last 2 years I haven't gone anywhere.
हाँ, 2 साल से गया नहीं, बाइक ऐसे ही बैठा.
हाँ, that's the problem. बाइक ऐसे ही बैठा है because what
क्या क्यों
happened.
मेरा इज्जत का फालतू कर रहा तो घर पे रख के वैसा हो गया.
अरे no problem. Sorry. With respect to that kind of, I've gone to Karwar. I've gone to the close by locations like Karwar, Belgaum. I've done that.
Regarding some work or just long?
No, just for a long ride. That wouldn't be a long ride. Technically, that would be a short ride. For me, it would be a short ride. For you, it might be a long ride.
Yeah, okay.
So for Belgaum Karwar, for me is a short ride.
What do you consider a long ride, like 500 kilometers?
Yeah, somewhere in and around that. That would be a decent ride, and pushing myself would be like exhausting myself would be 1,000.
हाँ.
लेकिन अभी तक किया नहीं है.
मैक्सिमम कितना किया है?
मैक्सिमम अभी somewhere around 450, 400 up and down non-stop.
For us, 100 is a long ride. Because we travel for some work also, right? Like अरे घर कब पहुँचेंगे नहीं हो रहा करके वैसा रहता है.
हाँ, understandable. But in our case, since we are used to riding, and तो उतना तो आराम से हो जाता है.
But थोड़े लोग का आई सीन लाइक उन लोग ये रहता है कि ये चला ये इज राइडिंग बट मिलता क्या है राइड करके, तो वैसा नोशन रहता है. पेट्रोल भी तो उड़ा रहे हैं, सेव एनवायरनमेंट, बट यू आर ट्रैवलिंग 600-700, दैट टू इन अ ग्रुप ऑफ 4-5 people. with the heavy bikes, which doesn't mileage. I think it is.
No, it depends on which vehicle you
Yeah,
choose.
but I think they go like most.
One tank would go around 400 kilometers. So an average
ज़्यादा नहीं
mile.
जा रहा.
One tank would give you 400 kilometers. So that's about 30 mileage, 30, up till 20 to 30. That range you can expect.
Yeah, but you're enjoying the view. तब पेट्रोल का थोड़ी व्यू मजे में व्यू देख.
Yeah, exactly. True.
रास्ते में रुको चाय वाय पियो ढाबे पे बस.
Yes.
पेट्रोल का कौन सा चाहिए?
No, but we try to manage. Management is very important when you're traveling also. That's pretty much common when you're traveling on the whole also. If you're traveling by car, you're traveling by bus.
Yeah.
Money management is something that you need to do. Traveling by bike is an inexpensive way.
Yeah. I agree.
सस्ता पड़ता है.
सस्ता पड़ता है as compared to four-wheeler.
Yeah.
Four-wheeler, if four people are sitting still, if they contribute, still it is.
Yeah, as of now the situation is like that. So let's just cross over it and move on.
Because we are trying to, with this COVID, we are trying to get back financially. So ride nahi rahega. Ride video, don't ask for ride videos right now. It will be 2022. By that time we
not 2022. By next 2-3 months.
So regarding content, what you put out, so you will be putting with the aim कि चलो अपना content पहुंचना चाहिए, इतना effort डाल रहे. We are coming back with one more series, something like that.
Yeah.
So what if it fails? Like all your plan, all your hard work.
दुख होता है, मतलब we feel bad. We really feel bad.
I just remember that meme where that person is saying, भैया बहुत दुख होता है, दिल से दुख होता है.
No, तसे जाता वाईट दिसतं खूप वाईट दिसतं ज्यांना काम केला इतले त्रास करून ते चलना नाही त्यांना वाईट दिसतं. But it is something that we have to live with. We cannot change it. जो है, we have to live with the reality and we have to work harder and we have to be consistent. And as far as consistency goes, I'm not that particular with it, but we need to work hard. See, one thing I've realized, as long as your video is good enough, in the long run also it will be quite useful. Yeah. If your video is good enough, after a while, after certain...
That can peak maybe later on, after 1 year.
1 year also. I've had videos that have popped up, मतलब they have literally popped up after अभी 2 साल पहले I shot one V-Storm 650. That is going on right now. That's like my highest seller right now. So
like अरे वीडियो किया था अभी हो गया. हाँ मेरा ही हो गया.
And then there have been videos like which have grossed over 15-20k views in this beginning and now have dipped down. So as far as in my case, if there are vehicles that last over a long period of time, जिनका production rate high रहता है and then they sell a lot also. So my aim of making every video is to make it timeless. So whenever I'm reviewing my vehicle, I'm not changing the dynamics. अगर कुछ figure में changes हुए तो what the figure at that time, say horsepower bike का रहता है तो what figure at that time is what we were proposing. So अभी we try to make timeless videos. Even if you see it after 10 years and that same bike is
relevant.
Content relevant रहना चाहिए. That is the whole aim of all of this.
Yeah, so with all this from your college and I think college, work life and your content creation, dealing with dealers, what is the biggest learning from your experience? Maybe it is YouTube, maybe it is regarding to bike. College का छोड़ ही देंगे, college का experience नहीं चाहिए.
So moving ahead, one thing I've learned most importantly is try to maintain a good relationship with everyone. There have been instances where we were not able to maintain a relationship with some people. There have been instances and it will happen. It's a part and parcel of life, but from your end you can always try to be as good as possible to the guy or to that girl or to that person or to that entity or to that company with whom you are trying to...
You never know, offers can pop up.
That have been scenarios where the company contacts you and then we want you to work with us permanently. वैसा भी scenario. So you have to understand. See, you with the company that we work with, वहाँ पर where I was directly offered a job. तो उन्होंने बोला directly, could you join us? So you have to be strategic enough to understand whether you should work with them or should you not.
Yeah.
And more importantly, you should be wise enough to make a decision that you shouldn't break their trust also.
Yeah, yeah. You have to maintain the relationship also without,
Without exactly.
without
So
hurting it.
वो
बोलो
भी
नहीं, मैंने
scenario
तो-
रहता है. And more importantly, I tell you, maintaining a good relationship with everyone is what I've learned through this whole process. In my case, as far as YouTube is concerned, again, YouTube तो गोवा में उतना scene is not as compared to the bigger YouTubers in the country. If you compare that to Goa, the people in Goa, it's not that high. So
other content is growing.
yeah,
Entertainment.
huh.
Entertainment. Yeah, but are there any Goan channel regarding to this motoring? Because I am not seen much. Which
Okay.
is,
Yeah. So as
same
far as
content.
motoring content is goes, I would like to point out my good friends, Mr. Ruben Pereira, who heads Throttle Heads. Throttle Heads बोल के उनका channel है, and then
still going
yeah, they are doing it. They are they're quite active in terms of the, when I say active in terms of the same जैसे हम लोग active रहते हैं, that's that same frequency.
Yeah.
We have Mr. Shreyas Devkar, who's Auto Shots Media हुआ, वो है. बाद में we have also Goa on Wheels. It was one of the first guys who he started way back in 2005 or something. It's quite before us.
Yeah.
But
Quite
it was
before.
just a website kind of. We were the first guys to just go ahead and do the whole thing with the videos, this, that, the bedazzle editing, the excitement on the videos, the jumps, that.
Gearing up with the suit and everything, and with that energy, coffee मार के एकदम एक चौड़ा.
Yeah, exactly. See, but you get the point, right?
Yeah.
So before and I would like to point out that thankfully I have been the inspiration to a couple of guys where I've told them, see, if you want to do something, just do it. Don't think about it much.
Yeah.
What do you need? हम लोग, we have been so experienced with the content that we put out now, we don't even need high-end equipment. We have come to realize that whatever bare minimum that we need a camera, we need a mic, we need a tripod, that's it.
Yeah.
ये तीन चीज़ें से हम लोग shoot कर लेते हैं. और and sometimes when rolling shots भी होते हैं तो when we need to take rolling shots, we take it on our phone. We are with that experience right now, so we don't need to, we understand that having good quality equipment will improve your quality.
Yeah.
But quality content provide करने के लिए you don't need high end equipment. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you can do with bare minimum.
Bare minimum से भी काम चला सकते हैं. That's very important. तू करू शकता है. It's not that तू करू शकता ना.
ना 2 लाखाचा कॅमेरा घेता
त्यांनाच करतो तसे ना ते. And it pretty much relates to you as well. You started off with a lower end camera, and today we are up to a high end camera which is worth,
which can, we shoot the same commercial videos with that, so
it's exactly, that's about
YouTube
it.
से commercial life behind the scene बाद में कभी बात किया जाएगा विस्तार में, आज नहीं. So who's your inspiration like?
I don't have an inspiration kind of. It was just I wouldn't say like, there are people whom I relate to. There are people in this industry like Daniel, like I told him, Daniel from motorbeam.com. He has been quite an inspiration in that sense. He has quite helped me set the whole thing up, understand how the industry works. There is Shubhabrata Amarmar. He's one of India's best automotive journalists. So you talk to that man, he's going to tell you a lot of things. He's going to make you understand a lot of things. The guy is very experienced, more importantly. And the man has been doing this for as old as I am. So that's 20 years in the industry is quite a lot. So taking inspiration from him is also there. But overall, as an inspiration, being an engineer, I try to inspire myself. पढ़ लेता हूँ, अगर कुछ समझ नहीं आता तो पढ़ के करना is what I have learned from engineering.
Yeah, engineer बहुत inspired रहता है.
हाँ, तो
इसलिए engineering के बाद वो सब अलग अलग फील्ड ट्राई करेंगे.
Except engineering छोड़ के सब कुछ करेंगे.
That's the inspiration ना. So other people get inspired from engineers, like तू तो best है. तू जो करता है उससे मैं inspired हो, अभी क्या बताऊँ.
No, but what I try and try my best to
Yeah.
help the people around me. And
It's a good
on a
thing. Like,
personal note, if you try and contact me, I try to keep my friends as much as possible in business. And
yeah, I try to contact him. He replies, fast. अब कुणाल किधर किधर क्या है? Relationship. So,
yeah, you can contact me definitely if you have
whoever
any,
want to contact you, if you contact him, then same day
yeah,
guaranteed
Instagram
reply.
@Downshift official.
Yeah, yeah, we'll link it. Then you can drop a message anytime. Then he will be like. And also one thing, what is all about this biking festivals जहाँ पे exhibitions होता है, ये होता है. I have never been to it, so कैसा है वो all the things?
So in our case, we have contacts with PR companies that we relate to. हमारा डीलर्स रहता है, and they are quite a memorable experience. I'll tell you. I have अभी तो 18 प्लस कर दिया हम लोगों ने, तो but here and there they take an exemption if you are
18 plus for
as a eligible entry,
हाँ.
because पहले कुछ मारा मारी हो गया था बच्चों के बीच.
Even to watch.
I think, but रहता है, मुझे it depends from different festival to festival. But ideally with the drinking scenario, it's not quite feasible to go to let children be there. There are होते हैं, बहुत सारे होते हैं, पेरेंट्स आते हैं उनको लेकर, and they start off young. मतलब 3-4 साल के बच्चे इलेक्ट्रिक बाइक लेके घूमते रहते हैं फेस्टिवल में, and it's quite an experience. There's music, there's food, there's खाना तो रहता है, खाना है. There's bikes, there's different kind of goodies that you get, and then there are giveaways in that contest.
And also there are people from other states.
Yeah, and other media people. And
bikes are there.
You meet a lot of people, and it's really a memorable moment, I'll tell you. So 2 years back, तो IBW last हुआ था, then so it's an amazing experience, I'll tell you. There was a latest event from TVS which came in, TVS Motorcycles, and that was actually one of my most memorable moments, where I was let go free with a dirt bike. So हमारा मीडिया का थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे रेस हो गया अपने बीच ही. So the media guys were like, हाँ चलो रेस करते हैं एक दूसरे के against. So we just took we literally the jumps and everything, I did it myself. So honestly, that was one of my first jumps on a public platform where people are watching me. So डर लगा the moment I cast it, and I knew I had to. My heart came in my mouth because it was public दिख रही थी यार. तुझी फजिती झाली नाका तुका ते पडलं आलं तुका जातं ते म्हणजे कसे सांगू गेला तुम्हाला.
all a recording and on live media, if it comes like falling, then it will be played on again.
Yeah, बाद में it goes, but the moment I jumped the bike, I knew I had to land it properly. And from God's grace, it was a phenomenal jump. It was one of the best jumps, I would say, till date I have done. That was the first and the best jump, I'll tell you. It's a completely memorable experience.
You have the video?
हाँ है.
Slow motion
में.
Slow motion, wow. Because I saw the photos. I don't know if you have the video as well.
Video था. Downshift पे भी है.
You should share. Then I'll put it in the snippet of this podcast.
हाँ, तो that is there. So you can put it in. And amazing experience, I'll tell you. It's something that every person, every biker loves going to. You have Royal Enfield's Rider Mania. That is another festival that happens. And they all happen in that bandwidth only, October, November, December. And it's quite an experience because year end रहता है, and then you have a lot of people that you meet, various experiences that they have on the bike.
Because I had got some shoot offers for the same kind of festival, but that time it was some other problem where I couldn't, because it was continuous. It is, I think, more than 3 days, 4 days.
3 दिन रहता है, 2 to 3 days depending on what kind of festival it is. But it's a good experience, trust me. Yeah, हाँ.
We should go. I think.
देता हूँ, पास देता हूँ.
Okay, for passes I'll contact him. He's very, he'll reply, भाई ले तो pass लेके जा इधर से.
नहीं, अपना तो media pass.
We'll go on the media pass. Okay. Yeah. So entry पे पूरा VIP service मिलेगा. And I think in any category people come up, like I am in some other entertainment kind of this, so I will be having some questions like ये कैसे होता है, you know, while your bike, like how I asked in the beginning. So people must be coming up with some, you know, frequently asked questions. You will be like अरे कितना बार बता.
Yeah, most frequently asked would be where do you get the bike?
हाँ.
I wouldn't really.
That is answered in starting of the video.
Yeah, but I would still wouldn't reveal my sources because source अगर reveal कर दिया तो what's the point of me being unique from some things. I know you have to help everyone, but some things that are unique to you that you should keep to yourself.
Source meaning from where you get the bike is from the dealers or something like that.
नहीं, dealer in the sense dealer रहते हैं. Company there are associate PR companies रहते हैं, but I wouldn't reveal much about that.
Okay. तो तुम लोग इसका बाइक चुरा के लेके चला देते.
I'm more than welcome. I've trained many of my friends who who thought they couldn't ride. On a personal note, they also are, there are another, that's one of the frequently asked questions actually. Could you train, could you have some sort of a training session for us? I said to them, yeah, definitely. In this current COVID scenario, तो obviously नहीं. लेकिन बाद में definitely we today itself one guy is coming. One personal friend I know. Today itself he is coming to get trained by me. So as far as that scenario goes,
yeah, people ask.
Yeah, people.
That
is one. Could you teach us the way you do it?
Yeah.
See, I can teach you how to ride a bike. How to do all of that is on you afterward. Because that's all your imagination and then your control. कैसा क्या करना, कितना, how much to give gas, how much to pull in the clutch. That is all on you afterwards.
वो आपके पीछे बैठ के विली ये रे मारेगा. गाड़ी पीछे बैठ के सिखा सकता है, उड़ा दे सकता है. हाँ. गिरोगे दोनों गिरोगे.
हाँ. That is also there. But more importantly, wear your safety gears. That's very important.
Yeah, that was quite interesting insight जो कभी शेयर नहीं करता हूँ लोगों के साथ, यहाँ पे शेयर कर रहे हैं. And yeah, I think that was quite a lot about Downshift, about bikes and all his inspiration and जो भी behind the scenes जो भी कर रहे हैं. So any message to your fans and maybe to the listeners of 3XP?
Primarily, I would like to point out that जो भी inspiration, whatever you have learned from today, let me just sum things up. Primarily, that better. Whenever you're gassing it, that's the first point. Whenever you're gassing it, always remember that someone's waiting for you.
Yeah, someone is waiting for you. कोई ना कोई रुक रहेगा.
हाँ. So the next thing is obviously you have to build the trust and have a good relation with everyone. Yes. That is something that I would like to give as a message.
Yeah.
And next is obviously wear your helmets, wear your gears. I know it is not physically possible to wear a riding jacket because the equipment is quite expensive. It's not that cheap as well. So bare minimum that a helmet that is required to keep your head safe. Yeah. Please wear a helmet because there has
been cases you never know what can come and hit you. I've gone there only, I have not won. So that time only there are more chances.
Yeah, exactly. So that is one thing, and I would like to thank all the people here. People who have supported me.
Yeah, from the start.
That is, and they are still supporting us. And in that sense, I would like to thank the people with whom I started this. Shri and Neeraj, Conroy, and they are the people with. If they were not there, we wouldn't have started this, and we wouldn't have come to a stage where today we are having some subscribers, some followers. That number
that
is
irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
Family what you build up.
Yeah, that small family that we have built up, and they wouldn't have. And then I wouldn't have, if I wasn't at that stage, I wouldn't have come in contact with these people, like people with whom I'm now working, with you that I'm working.
Yeah.
So. I would like to thank all those people that have brought this channel to this stage. That is very grateful to the people that have brought us here. That's something that I would like to put it out there. Thank you very much.
Yes. That was a word of thanks.
Yeah, that was a word of thanks.
I still remember that part in school and all where it's like now I would like to
it's very important that you thank the people. Always be grateful to the people that have supported you. There are people who have literally going to be against you, but overcoming that and having 10 people not supporting you and that one person
Yeah,
supporting
one.
you,
That is
that one person supporting you is enough to conquer the world for you.
yeah.
So that's something that you need to keep in mind again.
Yeah. Special message from Mithilesh Nayak from Downshift, and I think that was pretty much with this episode. We had Mithilesh Nayak once again from Downshift. I'm Kunal Raj, and you were listening to Trivanis Express.